Welcome to Crow Inclined, here today with a daily energetic check-in. We are doing a pick a card. I have 3 cards from the Sacred Forest Oracle. Our overall theme for all 3 piles is it's really up to you. Okay? It's really all up to you. So pile number 1, we have the Owl Spirit. And I will be using the Witch of the Forest Tarot. Pile number 2, we have Raven Spirit. And we'll be using the Pulp Tarot. Pile number 3, we have Frog Spirit. Okay, and we'll be using the Wandering Star. All right, pause if you need to, and I will see you in your pile. Welcome pile number 1, and your card of focus from the Sacred Forest Oracle is the Owl Spirit and Wisdom. Okay, keeping in mind that our overall general theme for all 3 piles is it's all up to you. Whatever it is, it's up to you. Okay. Yeah, so the Owl Spirit is about wisdom. You know that the owl used to sit on the shoulder of Athena and Merlin both and reveal sacred truths. So this is about insight. It's about profound majesty and grace, right? They're available to you right now. You just have to pull your awareness inward into your own personal wisdom. Your ancient wisdom is emerging. The wisdom that is way, way deep within. And it can mean that you may need to walk in the shadows of you for a little bit too to find them. But they are there. You know the truth, okay? Your intuition and your perceptions right now need to be trusted, okay? Owls have excellent vision, right? They can perceive the reality of a situation, even in the dark, even in murky conditions. And so you have this sharp eyesight, right? You have the ability to see the smallest details, even in the darkness. Your sights are remarkable right now, okay? So when you choose this card in this pile, or should I say when this card chooses you, you're at a time of profound illumination and transformation, okay? I really love this for you. Trust your ability to see the truth in situations and in people. Wisdom is growing within you in mysterious ways beyond your awareness. This is really beautiful. I love this card for you, okay? You may have to embrace, like I said, your dark side to get to the truth of things, but that's okay. You know, when we dig into the dark as much as the light, it brings us to a profound place of balance. All right, so trust your instincts, trust your wisdom, and if you have a question that you are having a hard time finding a solution to or an answer, this card is saying go within. Trust yourself, because you do know what to do. You do know what the next steps are. You do have the wisdom to do that, okay? All right, so I have the Witch of the Forest to go with this card, okay? So let's go ahead and get these. I did pre-shuffle. I'm just going to shuffle a little bit more, and while I do that, just let you know how much I appreciate you. Always, always, always. Thank you so much for showing up, and yeah, for being here. Well, not just for me, but for you. So I hope these messages hit I am absolutely honored to be able to do these for you. And if it doesn't fit, if the message doesn't fit, it might not be for you today, or this pile might not be for you, but who knows? I always find a little nugget of wisdom, even if I don't, you know, connect with the whole message of everything. All right. Whoa. The sun was stuck to the mat there. All right. Okay. So the nature of. Now this can be a card of a deception, dishonesty, theft. It can also be kind of salvaging what you can and moving on. You know, you may have to leave some things behind, but we'll get into it. So, yeah, so right out of gate, there's some kind of wonky energy. Is this what you need an answer to? This wonky energy. All right, this is you're showing up as the Page of Cups. And so, I mean, this is love. Your energy. This is the beginning of something loving. It's good news. It's, excuse me. Yeah, let's see where this is going. This is really nice energy for you, especially after this deception card coming out. Okay, yeah, keep in mind the Hanged Man. All right, so there's the situation you're in right now. You cannot continue. Okay, this is a card of sort of, you know, I call it the cosmic timeout. So you've got to reevaluate where you're at and try a different approach, because the way you've been doing something or moving forward with something is not working for you. So it's a card of pivot. Okay, it's a card of pivot. There is absolutely no way to continue the way that you're going. All right. So we know that we have to pivot and move away. So this card may be a card of a little bit of strategy. Can be. Picking up and salvaging what you can is kind of what it feels like. Kind of what it feels like. Let's dig into it a little bit more and see. Let's get something for that Seven of Swords. Yeah, this is about you going within. You know what you need to do. You know the answer to the question that you have, okay? Remembering that this is all up to you. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do is up to you. All right. And we had two cards that flipped, so I'm going to take them. So we also have the 8 coming out right after the 7. So you're feeling a little there. This is trapped, frustration. Whatever the situation is, you know, that you're here for is causing frustration. But we also know that that 8 of Swords is kind of we've done it to ourselves. Okay. So there is a way out of this. As you can see, her binding is not tight. She could probably wiggle right out of that and then take that blindfold off, right? And these swords are not a cage around her either. She could just walk away. So there is something about how you're thinking or what you're doing that is sort of making you feel frustrated. So this coming out after, maybe you feel like you don't have any options coming out after the 7. Which is interesting because the other card that came out is the 4 of Cups. Okay, now the 4 of Cups is about awareness. Typically not being aware of a cup being handed to you because we're so focused on the 3 cups that we've already tried, right? Now, I love this card because, you know, this person is kind of sitting here in quiet contemplation, right? I mean, to me, it looks like their eyes are closed. I guess it's possible. I mean, the thing is whatever it is right in front of you. You just have to open your eyes. It's right in front of you. It's like literally right in front of you. So the solution is right there. Okay. I'm going to take both of those. The solution is right there. There is a solution for you. Go within, Owl Spirit says. Go within. You have perfect vision to perceive whatever the truth is of the situation and make a decision. Okay, and we have the Five of Cups coming out in your energy as well. Oh, wow. Okay. Because you're definitely showing up as this fresh energy as well, but you are carrying with you this five, this card of sorrow, right? Focusing on what didn't work out instead of turning around and seeing the possibility that lies ahead. This is really interesting. Really, really interesting. Because you do have this fresh energy. I find it very interesting, too, that, you know, leaving two swords behind and refusing to look at the two full cups. What's going on? What is going on? What's going on? This is so interesting. I mean, really, something has to change. Something has to change. You need to open your eyes. There is something right in front of you. Well, and the owl is all about perfect vision. And so look at, you've got your blindfold on. You've got your eyes closed. And so, and that's okay, because sorry, this needs to be focused, because that's how Owl Spirit says, go within. You know, walk through your shadows if you need to, because you know the truth of the situation. You already know it. That is going to help you pivot in a new direction, okay? Let's get a card for that Hanged Man. It's going to pull you out of this frustration. A different approach. Once you open your eyes and see the truth of it. Yeah, keep in mind, you are strong. I mean, you've got this inner wellspring of strength, right? There's a balance. There's a balance happening. Your strength is infinite. It's unshakable. And it's possible that this Hanged Man, you know, you were put into this sort of cosmic timeout to get yourself balanced, so that you would be strong enough to hit this, whatever it is, head on. I like it. I like it. You are moving out of something that doesn't suit you. In fact, it feels a little funky, that energy, and you know that it's time to go. It's really hard to look away from, though, isn't it, in your energy? Focusing on what didn't work out, you know. And with our Four of Cups, boy, you just need to open your eyes. I mean, it's kind of a card of boredom and apathy as well, you know. Oh, I've gotten all these cups and none of them have worked out. But the cups were meaningful. You can explore those cups in your shadow side, right? And we have the Eight of Wands, which is really fast moving, and it's a card of communication, a card of travel. So when you open your eyes, when you go within, right? When you open your eyes and you see this cup, and you go within and you understand that you have perfect vision. You have perfect vision about whatever the situation is. Things are going to start moving really, really fast for you. And this is a good thing, because it feels like in your energy you've kind of been, you know, hiding a little bit. You've limited yourself with your thoughts, and you've refused to look at the situation, okay? So when you do those things, when you go within with Owl Spirit, and you see that you actually know the truth of the situation, the truth of the person, the truth of whatever it is you're here looking at, things are going to start moving real quick for you, okay? This, I feel like this Eight of Wands is really attached to the Hanged Man as well. You know, we've been kind of hanging out there, reassessing and getting ready to realign. You're strong. You have your strength card showing up with it. So yeah, you know the answer. You know the answer. Also in your energy is the 6. It's a card of charity. Maybe you're hoping that, you know, someone's going to help you. Or maybe in your energy, this is what you want to be doing, is being able to help others in the material world. This is really, it's really interesting. It's almost like there's something else going on here. I mean, this is about your stability. Something, maybe you have to move away from something that you perceived as stable. That wasn't. Okay. Also this is the coming out underneath the strength card, is the 7. This is a card of faith. It's also a card of choice. So you've planted the seed and you've been waiting forever, right? Because the Pentacles are the slowest moving energy in the deck. You're waiting forever for this to come to fruition and nothing's happening. So this is also a time for you to make a decision. Do you continue with it, right? You've either got to stay committed to what you're doing or do something else, right? That is a card of choice, keeping in mind. Now it feels like, I mean, it could go either way. I mean, whatever it is that you're doing, you know, once you go within and you seek the truth, you know the truth, you open your eyes, you unbind yourself, you move away from this, whatever this energy is, the 7 of Swords, and things start moving real fast, it could still, you could still be working on the same thing, whether it's a project or a relationship or your I mean, this is about the material world, foundation and stability. So there's a truth about it that you need to get to, okay? And that's really what this reading in pile number 1 is about, right? Getting to the truth of what it is, because you know the truth. It's in there. You have the truth in you. And the Star card came out, okay? She's the healer. This is the guiding light. This is, you know, wishes, dreams, all of that good stuff. You know, when you wish upon a star, find your North Star. All of those really, really good things, okay? Getting to the truth, getting to your truth, really, because you see the truth with your incredible eyesight, owl spirit, right? And your wisdom. Yeah, something really good is that you've wanted for a long time is going to happen for you. And it's also going to be very healing for you to be in the energy of knowing. And look at that. The 10 of Pentacles. This is, I think, the best pinnacle probably for financial reasons in the deck, right? This is generational wealth. This is wealth that ripples through generations, that ripples out to your friends, that brings you into this energy of charity. So you're getting there. You just have to know that you do actually have the answer that you're looking for. You know the truth, the actual truth, good or bad, of the situation. And once you acknowledge that and you incorporate that into whatever decision that you have to make or whatever you're dealing with right now in this moment, all this good stuff is going to come for you, okay? Bottom of the deck. Look at that. We have the Nine of Cups. This is for you. It's literally for you. This happiness, fulfillment, love, emotional fulfillment, this is for you. Okay? Yeah, you know the truth. You know the truth. Go find it, okay? It's in you. You have the perception, you have the eyesight of owl spirit, you have the wisdom to make this decision, to change whatever it is that needs to change here, to step away from the mind trap that you've got yourself stuck in, to open your eyes and see the gift in front of you, to potentially leave a situation and, you know, and still be okay. This is all part of the Hangman. This is all going to help you make this decision that's going to bring in all of this. You know, if you've been worried about your material world foundation and stability, you won't be worrying about it anymore, okay? So, pile number one, get in there and find the truth and acknowledge it, okay? All right, that is your reading. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe, share with your besties, and I will see you next time. Welcome pile number two, and your card of focus is Raven Spirit, a card of truth. Keeping in mind that the overall theme of all three piles is it's up to you, okay? It's all up to you. So Raven Spirit, stark honesty is called for at this time in your life. Stark honesty. Because your soul loves the truth, okay? So it's up to you to find your truth, speak your truth, live your truth, be fearless in your journey, follow your inner guidance, right? That's where we know, that's where we know for sure the truth. And let go of what's not authentic and sincere in your life, okay? Be a shining example for others. Living your truth. Yeah, you kind of, it's time to be honest with yourself. So listen for what's sincere and honest in others too, okay? Because you may need to step away from some of those people. If anybody feels cagey or dishonest or murky, step away from them too, because that's not part of your authenticity. You may have to release situations and people, right? Especially if you're being less than honest about who you are with them, you know, like if you're trying to fit in, or, you know, you have a fear of being judged and not accepted because of who you really are at your true core. Miracles will follow when you take time to be genuine. All right. It's not, I mean, it can take time to really discover what's true for you, but once you know, you know, okay. And then you let go of those things in your life that aren't authentic. So being authentic isn't necessarily just within you. It's also, you know, living in a material world, living that true authenticity and surrounding yourself with the right people and surrounding yourself with, you know, with people who align with who you are. Okay. So getting to the truth of you is what Raven Spirit is really talking about, because it's time to ask yourself, where are you in your life? Is it where you want to be? Is it how you thought it would be? Are you living it authentically? Ika, right? I mean, I love it. I love it. But Ika. All right, I have the Pulp Tarot. Yay! I love Pulp Tarot, if I can do this. I did pre-shuffle, but I'm going to shuffle some more. And while I'm doing that, I want to thank everyone for being here. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up. This is a bit of a healing journey for me. I am so honored to be able to bring you messages, and I love it that you're showing up, right? And not just for me, you're showing up for you. So I appreciate you so very much. Thank you. I too am trying to surround myself with people who align. All right. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to claim this pile. All right. Let's dig in here. Wow. Okay. So we have the Five of Wands coming out right away for you. I apologize. My focusing thing isn't, I have to manually focus it sometimes. So the card of conflict, competition. It may have started out playful, but it turned not playful, right? It's a card of conflict. So let's see where this is going. Oh, in your energy, you are showing up as the star. Look at that. The healer, the guiding light, the light of intuition within you. You are a shining star. You know, this can also represent, you know, something that you've wished for and dreamed about. Okay. Keeping in mind, there's a gift from spirit, whether incoming or it's already here, or this is the bonk on the head card. This is the wake up call. Okay. There is something meant for you. There is something meant for you. Be honest with yourself and realign whatever it is that you're trying to do in your life and where you're trying to go in your life. I mean, sometimes where we thought we wanted to go isn't, when we got there, it really wasn't, right? And it's okay to change your mind. The Ace of Wands is really saying once you are starkly honest with yourself and you live your life like that, through that authenticity, not afraid of being who you are, this new thing is coming in, this gift from the divine, right? So right now, you're conflicted about something. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey, right? What are you conflicted about? You're having some sort of conflict in your life. The Raven Spirit card is really about your life and your truth, your personal truth. Yeah, you were trying to balance. You're balancing two things. Yeah, the Pentacles are about your foundation too. So you might be waffling between two things. Maybe that's what this is about, getting to the truth of the one that really, really means something to you. That could be creating this conflict in this Five of Wands card. One of those things is your Ace of Wands incoming, okay? Which one authentically, which one aligns with the truth, with the truth of you, okay? You might need to do a pros and cons, a list, pros and cons. All right, and the Page of Swords is also coming out in your energy, and so I really like the Page. I mean, it's really, really fresh energy, and it's an epiphany. It's some clarity. It's coming out of confusion as you're focusing in on something, just like I did with that card. So yeah, you have this within you. Like, you have this truth within you already. You know it. Sword of Truth, Swords are of the mind. You can see things coming, right? So you're like, you've maybe recently had some sort of epiphany or some sort of clarity around something, right? I've been wanting to go back to school, and I was doing all of these crazy things until I realized I don't do things the way normal people do. And as soon as I remembered that about myself, the energy started moving again. Things started happening, right? Good things. So you may have had an epiphany like that here really recently, and it has to do with something that you wanted for a long time. And whatever this is going to be really healing for you too, with that star card showing up in your energy. Yeah. And you have the Fool card coming up. That's right. You're going to have this brilliant, beautiful idea with that Ace of Wands coming in, that bonk on the head, wakey, wakey card, and it's going to send you in a totally new direction. Whew. This is exciting. It is so exciting. I'm excited for you. And it's all up to you, right? Are you going to keep pretending that you're someone else around other people to fit in? Are you trying to fit in? This pile, I believe, is for a trailblazer in a harlequin sweater. You're going to inspire people. The Raven Spirit said that you would be an inspiration to others. So it really does feel like this pile is for a trailblazer. Yeah. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, so you've been working, come on, focus. You have been working on something for some time. There we go. And it's almost like she's, the Seven of Pentacles basically is, you've been working on something for a long time and you're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting to see the fruits of your labor, okay? Now, in this particular card, she's kind of sitting on them, but she might be trying to figure out where to spend them. I'm not sure. Right? What do I do now? What do I do now? What do I do now? Whatever it is, I feel like you're going to have lots of bags of money, right? Once you make this decision and pull yourself out of this conflict, you make your decision. The decision is going to bring in this Ace of, and the decision based on the truth of you, it's going to bring in this Ace of Wands. You're going to start a new adventure. There's going to be money in the bank. It doesn't feel like you're going to have to worry about your stability, like your foundational stability with this. In your energy, also, look at that, the King of Wands. You guys, the King of Wands is the rule breaker. The King of Wands, like, dances to the beat of his own drum. Doesn't care what other people think. He's very authentic. Change genders as needed. This is showing up in your energy. This is so much self-confidence. So you have this self-confidence when you realign with who you really are. You become this rule breaker, right? You do things your way. Now, it doesn't mean that you don't listen to advice or you don't ask for advice or whatever. I mean, you do. You genuinely listen to people, and then you do your own thing. All right? You do what suits you. This is Raven Spirit, really. Doing it your way and being quite successful about it. It's passionate, fiery, juicy energy. So much confidence. but doing it your way, according to the truth of you. Okay, we have the Hanged Man coming out, and keep in mind, so you kind of have been, you've reached a point that you cannot move forward anyway, right? The Hanged Man is a card of pivot. It's full stop. You cannot move forward the way you've been moving forward. So you've got to stop, reevaluate, realign, reassess, pivot, and find a new approach, right? That's where you've been. I think that's where this conflict card is coming in, because because you don't have a way forward. But once you, in this pile, this Raven Spirit is saying, once you align with the truth of you, you may have to, and you may have to sit down and have a heart to heart with yourself. This is a stark honesty of you. Once you realign with who you really are as an individual, this all goes away, and you start moving into this really, really cool new journey. Okay, this is also, the Hanged Man is also the card of enlightenment, and so there's going to be so much wisdom that comes from this. Pile number 2, I would recommend pile number 1 as well for you, okay? Because this kind of almost, they overlap, they complement each other. Yeah, this is really, really cool. Yeah. Memories, good memories, childhood. I mean, it can also be past lives too. So maybe someone's going to come back around. Maybe you're coming back around. As children, we are who we are until people start saying, you're being too loud. You're laughing too loud. You're playing too loud. You're making too much noise, right? Until people start dimming us and getting us to fit in by being quiet, by not speaking up, by not being our authentic selves, right? So this might bring you back into this sort of childlike remembrance of who you really are. Oh, I love that. Oh my goodness sakes. So who were you when you were a kid, right? I used to explore and make up stories when I would go on these little hikes, and we had this little, like a small farm, and I used to make up all kinds of stories, and they were usually spooky stories, so I love ghost stories. And you also have the world showing up. So this is a completion. This is an ending. When we get the world card, we do get to enjoy the successes of our life. We do get to enjoy the rewards, right? At the end of all the struggle. So this is a karmic completion of a cycle for you, which is great because you're about ready to go on a new one. All you need to do, and it is up to you, is realign with the truth of who you are. You're about to remember. There's going to be some enlightenment around that. Wow. Oh my gosh. And then you have the 6 of Wands coming out too. Yeah, they're going to have a big parade for you. Lots of confetti. Right? This is also a card, not just a victory and triumph, which is enough, really, but it's a card of recognition too. So you are going to be influencing others. They're going to see you being your true authentic self and being incredibly successful at it. That they're going to follow in your footsteps, right? We need more people. We need more people like you, pile number 2, to step into your authenticity. We are in a time where we must, right? And it will bring you absolute contentment, joy, and happiness, okay? Not just for you. It's going to spill out and it's going to touch everyone around you. All right? I dare you. I dare you to get to the truth of you. I double dog dare you. All right, bottom of the deck. You're going to be able to lay your burdens down. This is an ending. I love it. All right, pile number 2. Wow, I just kind of want to stay in this energy, but I got to go. I got to do pile number 3. So with that, thank you so much again for being here. Like and subscribe, share with your besties, and I will see you soon. Welcome, pile number 3. And your card of focus is Frog Spirit and Renewal, keeping in mind that the overall theme of all 3 piles is it's up to you. Okay? It's all up to you. So Frog Spirit, obviously, it says renewal, is really about a willingness to release any preconceived notions of how your life should unfold, right? This is a time for you to be adaptable, be willing to change. And if you do, abundance and good fortune will follow. Okay. You know, in a frog's life or state, you know, there are 3 stages of development. There's the egg and then the tadpole and then the fully formed frog. So these symbolize renewal, resurrection, and transformation. So this card really speaks of a profound restoration that is occurring in your life right now. Okay? It's never too late to begin again. If your past was less than successful, remember this. Okay? What has occurred does not need to mandate what will occur next. You can start fresh. You can start new. But, dun dun dun. If you do what you've always done, you will always get what you've always gotten. Let me say that again. If you do, on this fresh and new start, if you do what you have always done, oh, I have an itch on my nose, you will get what you've always gotten. So in order to reboot your life, you need to do things a little bit differently, okay? And if you do, abounding good luck is activated and it is awaiting you. You know, in a lot of cultures, the frog is a symbol of prosperity and good luck. So be willing to release any old preconceived notions about how your life should unfold and be willing to try a new approach. All right? There is a huge change coming in your world, in your life. And you are making it happen because it's up to you, right? So I have the Wandering Star Tarot. We're going to use that for pile number 3. I want to thank everyone for being here too. I really, really appreciate you so much for showing up, for supporting. I am super honored to be able to bring you these messages. So if it fits, great. If it doesn't, don't make it. We don't need any more drama, right? We don't need any more drama in our lives than what we are already dealing with. Think of Frog Spirit and renewal, doing something fresh and new, a new approach like you've never done before. Abundance and prosperity await you. Okay, so right out of the gate, we've got the 4 of Pentacles. Now, this particular deck, it's security, stability, savings, foundation. It talks about, you know, putting away that little nest egg, right? But the 4 of Pentacles can also be about holding on too tight to something, especially regarding our foundation, our earthly material foundation and stability, okay? It can be a little miserly at times. You know, that's interesting because Frog Spirit talks about being willing to let go of preconceived notions about how things are going to work out for you, okay? So if we're holding on too tight, you know, you might be blocking the abundance, right? And the good luck that are meant for you. And of course that's what it is, because we have the devil showing up in your energy. So Yeah, desire, obsession, fear, shadow. The devil is our attachments. It's our lack mindset. It's outdated belief systems, right? It's outdated beliefs we have about ourselves, outdated beliefs that we have about how things should work. We don't know everything. And Frog Spirit is really asking that sort of have faith in the way that that your situation is unfolding for you in a mystical, magical way. Try a different approach, okay? And we have the Six of Cups. Reconciliation, harmony, childhood. Yeah. You know, one of the hard things about growing up, and we talked about this a little bit in pile number 2, is that, you know, we are authentic as children. We are who we are. And then as we get older, you know, things happen and we sort of dim our lights, and then we sort of believe things that are told to us instead of trusting ourselves. So in this renewal process, it feels like it's going to bring you back into harmony with yourself, with your true authentic self. Okay, you may want to take a look at pile number 2. There's some talk about that over there with that Six of Cups. Okay, because this is who you are. All right, and you're holding on too tight to things that you've been told about yourself, and about, you know, probably about what you deserve, and how hard you need to work for things, and in order for this abundance and prosperity and good luck to come to you, you've got to do it different. You've got to do it in a fresh new way, and you've got to be willing to let go of these outdated belief systems, okay? Because it's time. You do deserve it. Okay, let's get another card for this Four of Pentacles. Renewal. Yes, and I mean renewal. Of course, I think of renewal, and I think of a long hot bath with a glass of my favorite tasty beverage and some candles, and maybe those, one of the Kyoshi wind chimes or whatever put on it. I mean, that's, for me, that's renewal, right? That's sort of, but this is really talking about starting something new and doing it in a way you've never done before. And I love that. It's a new cycle. Okay. The Nine of Wands, a wounded warrior, support, boundaries, strength. Okay, this is coming up under that Four of Pentacles. So yeah, you're holding on. Now the Nine of Wands, I really like the Nine of Wands card, even though like this character has been knocked down over and over and over and over and over again. But you know what? It's a card of resilience, because the Nine of Wands gets back up, keeps going, and also collects the wisdoms. All right. Now, with it coming out with the Four of Pentacles, there might be something in there that needs to go. It's possible that some of the wisdoms and lessons that you've hung on to through this hard struggle need to go. Okay, it does feel like that there's something with that, and this devil energy coming, the devil energy coming out in your personal energy, devil card coming out in your personal energy. And the Seven of Cups is also coming out in your energy with the devil. And so, I mean, it can be opportunities, it can be choices, but it can be a lot of confusion too if you don't know which way to go. All right? Being able to step back into who you were authentically as a child is going to help you get out of this confusion. But right now there's some confusion. That confusion is going to clear up when you change your thoughts about how this new journey of your life is going to unfold, because it's going to be mystical, magical. I can tell you that right now. Okay. So under that Six of Cups, we have the Knight of Wands coming. Intuition, flow. Fire and intuition, yeah. So trusting in yourself. I like the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands takes the spark of the Page of Wands, that beautiful, brilliant idea, and fans the flames and moves forward with it in intuition and in flow, right? And that's what we're talking about here, especially with this new leg of your journey unfolding, is allowing it to, right? Allowing it to unfold in the mystical, magical ways that it's supposed to. That is being in flow. There is movement. That's good. Ooh, hello, sexy. And you have the High Priestess coming up underneath the Nine of Wands here. Okay, so yeah, it's going to require you to dip into the dark side a little bit. Okay, it's gonna require you to go into the shadows and understand why you have certain belief systems in place. Chances are they're not yours. Chances are someone put them there, and really look at them, because they're probably not true for you. Okay, I love this High Priestess, inner voice, wisdom, dreams, secrets, spirit world. So yeah, you're really going to need to take a walk on the wild side to get there and to release them. It's time to release them. Be willing to let them go and allow this new path to unfold. It just, yeah. Wow, yeah, in your energy, you have sort of this sort of self-defeating, this sort of self-defeating, confused and sad energy showing up as you, right? Now the 5, yeah, it's definitely sorrow and loss. But it's sorrow and loss for what's already been done, right? There are still 2 cups over here. Now, 5's your breakthrough energy too. So you're coming out of this with this renewal, with allowing things to happen and not force them. You're going to be able to step away from this energy. I can tell you right now. You will be able to. Because you're already stepping, you have the wisdom, you have an understanding of stability, even if you're not quite there right now, you have an understanding of it, and you're not afraid to go within. You're not afraid to really touch the dark parts of yourself and understand where they came from. Yeah, it's time to let those go. Be willing to let those go. Be willing to let those go. Yeah. And then you keep in mind, I mean, you have the High Priestess and the Mother Star both. This one says yes, the Mother Star. And it came out as I was talking about you being willing to let go of the things that aren't you, that aren't true for you. And the Mother Star, she's amazing. She's been through everything. Now, change genders as needed, okay? I mean, this is it could be a representation of someone, but that person could be a male, in the material world. It doesn't matter. It's just the energy of the card. But she's been through it all. She's been through it all. You talk about struggles, and look at, she came out enlightened. She's collected her cups and her swords and her pentacles and the wands. She's collected them all, but she also brings with her this beautiful 3-eyed cat for extra intuition, for extra psychic ability. Yes, yes, yes. Now this is coming out under your Knight of Wands, intuition and flow, right? And under the childlike energy of the 6 of Cups. I mean, it feels like this is who you're meant to blossom into, and this is going to happen when you allow yourself to go with the flow of this new thing that you're going to be doing, okay? It does feel a little bit like embracing a childlike approach to it, or a child, what do they call it? The mind of a child. Go into it with the mind of a child, with open wonder and awe. Okay. Yeah, when you do that, things are going to be illuminated. Okay, things that have been hidden, things you've hidden from yourself. Let them go, and you're going to see, when we get rid of the negative self-talk, we leave space for the positive self-talk to expand into, right? That's what we're trying to do here. And we, when we allow our path to unfold in a mystical, magical, organic way, you know, we can still kind of direct the direction. We can, you know, intuitively, you know, go in a direction is what I'm trying to say, but allow the adventure to unfold, allow the detours to happen. This is going to be really, really, really good for you. And when you do that, you're going to see aspects of yourself that you had forgotten, that you didn't know you had, right? Ancient little bits and pieces that are popping up and coming to you from past lives even. Ooh, where'd that come from? It almost feels like this frog spirit and being able to release sort of what we've been force fed, you know, these erroneous beliefs that we've been force fed about ourselves. It almost feels like when you release that, there's going to be a bit of a soul retrieval happening. Pile number 3. This really gives me the energy of soul retrievals. Bits and pieces of our shattered selves across the cosmos. Wow. Yeah, Page of Swords. This is curiosity, intelligence, charm, ambition. Yeah, this is fresh energy. It'll be go time. It'll be go time. Yeah, you're going to be so amazed at, you know, the Page of Swords also, it gets rid of confusion. And so with this coming out, you know, this new path, this new thing, this fresh new thing that you're doing is going to take you out of that foggy confusion. Okay, it's all going to make sense is what I'm trying to say. It's all going to make sense when you understand that you have to do this next part differently. Keep that childlike mind, the wonder and awe, and let her rip, right? And we have the Page of Pentacles too. Yeah, is that just 2 pages? Yeah, just 2 pages. I like this card too for you. You know, the Page of Pentacles, it is a childlike energy, but this page has adult-like strategy in mind when it comes to foundation, you know, financial and in the financial and material world. So, yeah, this new path is actually taking you in the right direction when you do it in a fresh new way. Don't keep doing the same thing. Isn't that what they say is insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Yeah, when you allow it to unfold, then you're out of this energy. This is boredom, disillusion, this is a yearning for something else. You'll be able to see it. Okay? Let things go. Let the past go. Practice forgiveness of others, forgiveness of self. Just let it all go. That's that devil card holding you where you're at. Let it all go, and you're going to see that. You're going to see it. I really, 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 really like this pile because this is happening for you. You're doing it. It's all up to you, right? It's all up to you. All right, let's see if anything else wants to come out. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, boy. 9 of Swords. Yeah, you're really worried about something. I feel you. I feel you. This is sleepless nights. But you know what? This is also of the mind. This is probably those, you know, when we make changes in our life and we embrace the possibilities and we start to cut out those erroneous beliefs that we have about ourselves, do you know what happens? Of course, you know what happens. They get louder, right? They get louder. That negative little inner voice gets louder because it believes that it's part of keeping you safe, right? You'll never be able to succeed as a writer. No one's ever going to read your book, right? It's done out of our little inner critic's need to keep you safe. It's not meant to hurt us. So in your little inner critic's mind, they're like, well, you know, if she doesn't ever write that, then she doesn't have anything to worry about. She won't ever be sad that no one ever bought her book, right? So to that little inner critic, that's protection. And what we need to do is say, oh, okay, well, that served me at one point in my life. I'm thankful and grateful, but it's not me anymore, so it's time to go. But that voice is going to get a lot louder when you start cutting them out. So don't give up. Keep doing it. Acknowledge it. Acknowledge that it meant something at some point in your life in a positive way, and let it go, because it's not you now. What you have to do now is take a different approach. Try something new and fresh, because look at all this beautiful stuff on this end coming out for you. Look at that. You got this. I have faith in you. All right. That's your reading. I hope that helped. It definitely helped me with something. So, yeah. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe, share with your besties, and I will see you next time.